What happens when the internet suddenly drags a familiar name back into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons? One moment, the world feels like it has moved on. And the next, Monica Lewinsky is trending again, with shocking claims and resurfaced images spreading across social media like wildfire. But before you jump to conclusions, ask yourself this. Why does the internet still refuse to let her past rest, even decades later? Today's story isn't just about viral photos or online chatter. It's about how a single narrative can follow a person for a lifetime, reshaping their identity in the eyes of millions. And more importantly, it's about what happens when that person finally decides to take back control of their own story. Monica Lewinsky became a global name in the late 1990s during one of the most talked about political scandals in modern history. But what many forget is that she was barely in her 20s at the time. Young, inexperienced, and suddenly placed under the harshest spotlight imaginable. 4 years afterward, her name was reduced to headlines, jokes, and judgment, while she quietly stepped away from public life. In recent years, however, Monica began rewriting that narrative. Through powerful essays, public speaking, and her widely praised TED Talk on shame, she opened up about the psychological weight of public humiliation. She didn't ask for sympathy, she asked for understanding. And that shift changed how many people saw her. But the internet, as we know, rarely forgets. So when rumors or resurfaced images circulate online claiming to show Monica in provocative or suggestive contexts, the reaction is immediate and intense. Some people click out of curiosity, others rush to judgment, and many don't stop to ask a deeper question. Why does this keep happening to her? Is it really about the images themselves? Or is it about society's obsession with reducing a complex human being into a simplified story? Behind the viral noise, there is a very real emotional truth. Monica Lewinsky has spent years confronting shame, not just her own, but the kind society projects onto women in the public eye. She has spoken openly about how digital culture amplifies humiliation, turning private moments into permanent public labels. And yet, she continues to show up, speak out, and challenge that cycle. What makes this even more powerful is the contrast between who she was then and who she is now. A woman who once had no control over the narrative is now actively shaping it. That transformation is not instant. It is built through years of resilience, reflection, and choosing to speak even when silence would feel easier. And maybe that is the real story behind every viral moment tied to her name. Not the shock value, not the speculation, but the uncomfortable truth about how quickly society judges, and how slowly it forgives. Because when the noise fades, what remains is a simple but powerful question. Do we define people by their worst moments, or by how they rise after them? Monica Lewinsky's journey reminds us that public perception is fragile, but personal growth is not. You can be reduced to a headline in one decade, and still reclaim your voice in the next. And perhaps the real lesson here is not about what the internet chooses to amplify, but about what we choose to believe, and whether we allow people the dignity of becoming more than their past.